Hey, how's everybody doing? I don't know if anybody's going to jump on here or not. Sunday afternoon, people are probably getting ready to have dinner with their families or just doing something else. Time to do the evening chores since it gets dark early. A bunch of stuff going on. Anyway, I want to start this off by saying my deepest sympathy to the family of Maryland Senator Bernie Fowler, who passed away this morning at the age of 97. He'd been retired senator from Maryland, but he was a very good friend of my grandfather's and family friend, and my heart goes out to him and his family. Thank you for your service, Bernie, and Godspeed, brother. So anyway, see if anybody jumps in the chat. Let's see. Copy. Put this in here. Okay. If anybody wants to jump up, more than welcome. I want to see your face. Hey, Desiree. How are you, sis? And just so y'all know, yes, I did call it coffee chat for a reason, and I am drinking coffee. I think, yeah, still coffee. Wow. Sure hope you're feeling better soon, Des. Oh, I didn't turn this in the sunlight. It's not, it's just later. Turn it down. A little darker in here so you can see. Light in your eyes. And there's Bailey the Wonder Mutt eating something. Oh, she must have got a mouthful of dog food. Come in here, eat it on my head. And I'm healing up. It's backwards. Right there where I cracked my head on that windowsill. It's a healing up. So it did make me a little dizzy and new people. I hit it pretty hard. Hope everybody's ready for Christmas. Hey, Des, how you doing?
All right, how are you?
I hope you're feeling better. Man, I feel bad for you.
Yeah, I said dizzy. I can't put my head back because if I do, it's just my eyes are doing this, and
Yeah.
then they're doing this.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. And then I go to look on the program for the birth cottage to see if any babies were born. Two women were in labor this morning. One already delivered.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then I'm not sure about the other one yet. I have to go check. Last time I checked, she had not delivered. And then they have. Go
I
ahead.
see a lot of women doing that now. They would rather do a natural birth like that than go to the hospital and get shot in the back with epidurals and all kinds of crazy
Oh,
stuff.
epidurals are the worst.
Yeah.
But see, a lot of women are delivering also at the birth center because they don't want to be around the sea, and you can only have one person with you, and some of them
Yeah.
want their doulas with them, and they can't have their doulas with them. With a doula is like an advocate for them because the father's too busy with the mom, so the doula advocates with the doctor of what the mom wants for her birth plan, and then she relays it back to the mom.
Now, Des, you know that I'm a little out there, but if you can tell me what is the weirdest situation you've ever seen come in there as far as people being in to witness a birth, what would be like the weirdest thing? Like somebody, I don't think somebody's mother's a weird thing or anything, or the husband or anything like that. But I've seen things on TV that shock me.
I haven't seen it because I'm not in the room itself, but from listening outside, there's a lot of like screamers, like like murder screaming, like
Yeah.
they're getting murdered, and that freaks me out. I have to leave the cottage and like walk away or limp away because the scream is so bad
Oh,
that it's just too much to handle. And then I've my cousin told me that one of our moms husband was into drumming because of their ethnicity.
mhm.
So he brought in his drums and stuff, not like the drums like in a rock band, the
Right,
other
right,
kind of
right.
drums,
Yeah.
and the Congo drums or whatever. So they drummed. She danced and drummed the baby down.
Hmm.
Then there was a woman that was a hula dancer and belly dancer, and she danced and broke her water and stuff, and got to the birth cottage in time to deliver.
Oh, wow.
There was another one where they lived. They lived like way out in the woods, and they rented a hotel room, and they never made it to the birth center. They had the baby at the hotel, so my aunt had to go meet with them and brought all their towels and sheets and stuff back to the birth cottage, washed it all, and brought it back to the hotel room.
Wow.
But the hotel people knew them because they were like regulars when they come into town or they go to drink whatever. They would
Yeah.
stay at the hotel, so they all knew them. But they didn't know they were going to birth in there, so Alice had to do all the cleanup. That's my aunt Alice. And then we had one mom whose mother lived in Peru, and so they did a live with the laptop so that she could witness the birth of her grandbaby.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's different things.
I let me finish taking this, will, and I'll, everything. It seems like everything's going virtual now, especially with COVID. Now, I don't care. I'll say it
Hmm.
when I'm on this thing. I don't care about YouTube. They don't like what I say, or others don't like what I say. Don't watch me. I don't. Yeah, I'm not. I just don't care. But anyway,
Hmm.
it seems a lot of stuff is gone video. You know, hey Scotty, and I'm wondering, are we at the point now where we're going to be doing births with cameras in the room, videoing it to somebody, the family members or somewhere that can't be there, that are in a different state or something?
Yeah,
You know
they
what I mean?
do, or they do the live. Hey there. Or they do the live, like I said, they do the live. They bring their laptop in. Like I have my tablet, so I can bring my tablet in and do FaceTime or whatever.
Wow.
You know, Facebook Messenger, because I don't have an iPad or any of that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, that's what they do.
Pretty neat. Pretty neat how far technology's come with a lot of things, and then and a lot of things, and then yet a lot of things are going away from technology, like childbirth, back to the old fashioned school, the old school ways, and it's really weird to me how things are going back and forth now.
Yeah, but I think it's good. I mean, for me, I think it's good for those that don't want to be in the hospital. They don't want that hospital environment.
Yeah.
So I know that a lot of moms want to have more than just their husband there, and we only take low risk moms. So and nobody who had a cesarean at the last birth, they have to have a vaginal birth after the cesarean before Layla can take them, so they can do their secondary. It's called a VBAC, vaginal birth after cesarean.
Yeah.
So they can do the birth after that birth. So
Wow.
yeah,
That's wild. That's wild.
and it's all natural, no medication for numbing or anything like that, unless you're getting stitches at the end. But she's
Yeah.
got pretty much everything that the hospital does except for the surgical room and the surgeon.
Now, if
So
someone's a midwife, do they have to be trained? They have to have a special license as a midwife?
yeah,
'Cause I know
yeah,
it's a lot of medical issue there. Um,
yeah. They
because
go to they go to a midwifery school, and
oh,
they have to
okay.
learn pharmaceutical. They have to learn midwifery. They have to learn all that kind of stuff, and then and then they have to have an overseer, a doctor who's an overseer. Like we have a doctor. His office is in Southern Florida, but he's not part of the practice.
Yeah.
But we can write prescription under him, And we give them a list of prescriptions that we only do, which is like vitamin K, erythromycin, amoxicillin, certain antibiotics if they're Group B strep positive at 34 weeks. So there's certain things that we can prescribe, and then at 36 weeks we send all the information down to the doctor, and he does a chart review and consult, and he approves. He reads what kind of her labs, her ultrasounds, makes sure everything's good, and if she's considered low risk, then he writes off on the
Oh,
delivery.
okay, I got you.
So, yeah,
Oh, that's good. That's cool.
yeah. And Layla does like a lot of doctors when you meet them for pregnancy, you only get to see them for like 15, 20 minutes
Mhm.
if you're lucky to get your doctor. And so her first two appointments are 1 hour long, and every appointment after that is 30 minutes long until they're 36 weeks. Then it's another hour because that's the important conversation talk of what to expect if you go into labor, and she gives them information and stuff like that to contact them. If they go into labor before 36 weeks, they need to go to contact her and go to the hospital so that she can go back to the cottage and send them records and stuff like that.
What were
So
those classes called? That the thing called where the girls sit there and they go and they do the breathing exercises. What kind of? It's a what is it?
I'm sorry, they want to do the what
Lamaze?
exercise?
I guess check
Oh
Lamaze.
yeah, Lamaze, the breathing.
Oh, Lamaze. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's Lamaze, there's hypnotherapy, there's birthing from within. There's like different classes, different. There's like one person teaches one thing, one another person teaches another, and so on and so forth. So
Wow.
it's not just Lamaze anymore. Now there's different things.
Huh, that's pretty wild.
Hi, Gary. Yeah.
I'll
So
read Gary's comment. I'll talk to him maybe if I don't talk to him tonight. He usually call. I talked to him yesterday, but it was before I got your message. So he usually calls me every couple of days. I'll talk to him. I'll let him know definitely. But yeah, no, that's pretty wild.
yeah. So that's midwifery in a nutshell.
Yeah. Well, at least I don't have to worry about that.
So true.
No more kids. I'm too old for that.
Hey, I had mine clamped shut at friggin' what, 34 weeks. It was a new experiment at that time.
Scotty,
I
I'm
was
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I
No,
was
it's
gonna
it's
finish.
cool. Go ahead.
No, you finish up because I'm gonna change the subject anyway.
No, it's good. Go for it.
Um, Scotty, no, I'm not gonna teach his classes, buddy. But I am working on getting a van. I should know something tomorrow, hopefully. My credit's kind of jacked up, but I got the money saved up for a down payment. So if I can get this van, I'm gonna go into doing pet transports and then starting my own company with that. So that's where I'm at now. Since nobody wants to hire me for my disability, at least I can go to work for myself, maybe. So that's what I'm working on. But I have to get the van. That's the first thing. So I know tomorrow if it's going to happen or not. All together.
I don't know what's going on with the other mom. She might have been transferred to the hospital.
Oh, no. Is that
Failure
a
to
bad thing
failure.
or
A
is
lot.
that a.
No, a lot of times it's like a first-time mom, and they're in labor for so long that they're exhausted, so they fail to progress and dilate. So then they have to go to the hospital, and they give them pitocin and stuff to try to kick in more of the labor to try to get them over that hump. And if they don't, it still doesn't happen, and they do an ultrasound and see that the baby is just not coming down um, to be birthed, then they'll do a C-section.
Oh, okay.
So they
Gotcha.
first try the pitocin and all that stuff and do the ultrasound. Because when I had my first child, I was 29 hours and 30 minutes in labor. Second child, 39
Mm.
hours and 40 minutes in labor. And they
Wow.
went and that was my son. And they went and did an ultrasound. And they just said, he's just not ready. Want to come down yet? And then a short time later, he came down. He just wanted to hang out on the monkey bars, is what I call it. In the rib cage upside down, waiting.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah. So some babies, it depends on the mom how she's built also. So it happens. It happens. So there's just no information, and the last input was at 12:36, and here it is 4:15. So I'm thinking she got transferred.
Hmm.
We'll find out if I have to do 2 birth certificates tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's how I know.
Uh,
I'll look again in the morning and see if one more person delivered. If not, then I'm good to go. Hey, Michelle. I might just have one. We'll see. And the one that delivered was her husband was my hero.
oh yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, not like my life was a danger hero, but I was at the birth cottage sitting in one of the office chairs, and I went to lean, and the chair and I just went.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, on my side, couldn't move because of my knees and stuff. I couldn't get up off the ground, being disabled.
Mm.
So Layla had heard my cousin heard something, and the door was closed. She heard the thud. She's like, "Doesn't seem right. Something's up." So then she came out, and he came out. He's this big old guy. I mean, like 6'5". He used to be a football player, like built. And he comes over, and he's like looking over the desk, like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm more embarrassed than anything else." So he takes the chair. I mean, if the chair was my cousin, her brother had found me, was 2 people could sit in that chair. The seat was humongous, and so he goes and he moves it, and then he takes the desk, which was like a 1960s 70s desk, very solid wood, and you had to be careful because two of the legs were wobbly. So he picks them up and moves it, and then he turns around and he comes around the side. He goes, "Okay, now get up. Try to get up on your knees." And my cousin and she's like, "Oh yeah, I forgot. You can't get on your knees because of your disability." So I scoot around on my butt, and he picks me up. He goes, "Put your arms around me." He goes, "Whoop!" And he picks me up and he puts me back in the other chair. He goes, "Okay, now stay put." So I said, "Oh, I love you to death." He goes, "Don't let my wife hear that." I go, "Hey," and I say her name. "I love your husband." And she comes out and goes, "That's okay, girl. Go ahead and love him."
That's cool.
So, yeah, he was my hero. He got me up off the ground because there's no way I could get off the ground myself. It takes my 2 kids to grab each arm and lift me up off the ground. So,
Wow.
my knees are so bad. But yeah, it was
I'm
funny.
uh I'm gonna catch up on these chats real quick. I'm gonna start at
I'm
the
looking.
bottom.
How's your head?
Uh,
Michelle's asking.
yeah, yeah. It's sore. It's real sore. I got it's on this side, like the top. It's just that little
You've been
spot,
putting
but
any
man,
ice and stuff on it?
I just put some antibiotics, triple antibiotic cream on it last night. Put a bandage on it so I
Billy Joe, hello.
wouldn't bleed on
Billy
my
Joe's in there.
yeah.
Stop baiting me with the link.
I'm
Get
not
your
baiting
rear
you.
end up here.
Gary, I tell you how good I'm, Gary. He just called, and Jackie said I'd call him back after the live, so I'll let him know when I call him back. So that was perfect. And Scotty, pet transfer. What will that contain? What it is I did it. I did a run with a buddy of mine. He's passed on now, but I did it with a buddy of mine that did it. Was doing it, and we picked up. You can't fly pit bulls at all. They're considered a dangerous breed, and a lot of people don't want to fly their animals and when they move across country, whatever. So, or dealing with breeders, you pick up puppies and deliver them. So it's mainly just hauling people's pets, you know, throughout the United
And some
States.
people adopt a pet from the other side of the country and
Mhm.
transport them.
Right,
Yep.
right.
Yep. I see a lot of stories about that. I think that's awesome.
So
Or
as
they
long
do
as
tag team, like one will take it to a certain one destination,
right.
another, and so forth and so on.
So if I can get this van, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to transport people's pets
That's
from
that's
place,
cool.
one part of the country to the other for whatever reason, or adoptions or whatever, whatever the case may be. But
Well, then hold on a second. Well, you've got my number. Call me sometime. You don't have to call me today, but call me sometime. I want to hear how you and Sharon and the kids are doing.
oh, he Candy's out of date. I'm talking about coming up here till tomorrow. All right, that sucks, but good to see you.
Yes, you do need a better unlimited option.
Michelle, that was Shipping Wars. They use U-Ship. I'm not a fan of U-Ship, but I am on U-Ship as a shipper for pets now. But yeah, it's the Shipping Wars is cool. It was a cool show, and that one guy that was kind of like the asshole in it. He was like the nicest one. I mean, he did so much. He hauled something for a little kid that had cancer, and he wound up not charging him for the haul. I mean, he was just a nice guy. Arby's. The name of his company was Arby's Transportation or something. His name was Roy. Real nice guy. Had long hair. Had a pet snake or a cat that traveled with him or something would travel. All right. I think Michelle's talking to
Billy
Billy.
Joe.
Yeah, Billy Joe.
Yep.
Billy Joe jumped off the Tallahatchie. What was it? The Tallahatchie Bridge or something? The Tallahassee. Tallahatchie.
Tallahatchie.
Tallahatchie. I don't know. He must have went swimming that day.
Yeah. I never listened to any of that. If it's not 60s and 70s classic rock, forget it.
Yeah. Oh, I love 60s, 70s old rock.
Yeah, me too.
Because without that, we wouldn't have the stuff, the trash I listen to today.
That's so
They
true.
were all influences. They were all influences, and a lot of those musicians were way ahead of their time, and they actually held back playing with those bands because but they would sometimes do things on an album or something that made them really stand out. But it was really cool back in those days.
Yep.
There's that bridge.
What bridge do I live near? I might live under one, but I don't live near one.
I love Michelle and Rob's live this morning. I don't think I could have ate it, but I loved it live. I love watching it. I don't know if someone donated the right amount of money, I would probably eat the whole bowl.
No, you wouldn't.
Be dead, but I tried.
Jackie would give you a Gibbs slap.
Yeah. Put the link back up here again. In case somebody else wants to play this. There we go. These comments. That's on the Orbit box and the Horizons and cool stuff.
Ooh, I should not have done that.
Oh.
I went like this, and it was like, oh.
I turned to look down the hallway last night, and something in my neck said "pop" real loud. I was like, oh.
Yeah, mine does that. I remember I went to the chiropractor. This is the feeling I have from the chiropractor when he cracked my neck. The nauseated feeling and everything spinning out of control. Only I'm not getting my neck cracked. It's just pinched nerve or something. I don't know.
Is it like a what do they call it? Like vertigo? You ever get like that?
Yes, really, really bad. Yeah.
Hi, Michelle.
Walk into the wall frames. It's door frames. It's real fun.
Not Rob. Not Rob. Can't hear you.
Yeah, can't hear you. Michelle. Okay, we're waiting.
Turn the mic on. No, I'm just messing with you.
I love that.
Hard time. Look at the looks.
Good thing I can read. Hold on a second.
I like to see the look on her face when she saw Rob this morning. She thought she was gonna get that snap, that thumbnail video, that picture.
She's listening.
I know. He's supposed to be
oldies and their pains. I'll be at the top of the list because I'm 58, so I'll be at the top of that list. I know. Hold on, it's coming. She's figuring out her sound situation.
Oldies and their pains. You ain't kidding.
Rocking with pain. There we go. it hurts. No.
Look,
Rock
and then
Michael for it.
Billy Joe puts up this nerd talk that I can't even understand any of. 5
Let's
gigahertz
see.
technology allows for 1,300 megabyte transfer. We sit at 600 kilobytes. Unlimited normally get 500 megabytes.
Maybe
600
it's
kilobytes.
I would say check your speaker and headphone thing. Hey, Rob.
Howdy.
We can hear Rob.
Yeah.
This is never mind. I'll behave.
I was gonna say check speaker, headphone, mic thing.
Yes.
She will be back. I gotcha.
Howdy.
How are ya?
Good.
Awesome sauce.
Still alive.
So, how much of that breakfast did you eat?
Not enough. I took a little bite. It wasn't real bad, but it's real sweet. There's a
Yeah.
lot.
I'm gonna go plug my webcam back in and see if it works.
Good
Because the
luck.
speakers and stuff are on here.
See, Shaky, you did fine with tech talking, Billy Joe said.
Right.
Basically, his phone service, he gets crap, kilobytes instead of, he gets crap instead of gigabytes.
Wow. Hey, Rob, my son said that you can gladly send some of that jerky this way that you just made.
Oh, it's good. It really is good. It's good.
Hey, Red.
For a first try right out the gate, I'm convinced. It's not real hard. I mean, it's I want it to where it's chewable. It's still kind of got some texture to it, but it's cooked. I mean, it's done. It's all the way through. So
Yeah.
really good flavor to it.
Right. They got a rub here for making deer jerky, and I want to get it and try because we got a dehydrator.
Yeah.
And I got some deer meat I need to really use. It's been in the freezer now a year, so I want to use it. And I got bow season up to the 31st, and then I got one more short rifle season. So
Yeah, we got another
Really,
gun
Joe.
season coming up here. That's this weekend coming up. 2 days, and we got black powder coming in January for 4 days. So
I got black powder here. I just haven't. I have to go get some stuff for the Pirates pellets and the
Right.
round 50 caliber round for it. But
yeah, last year I had trouble finding all this stuff because, of course, with all the stuff, pandemic, everything was locked
Good
down
old-
and shut down, and
good old
Ordered.
COVID. My joke for COVID was I was going down to McCoven's to get a Macrona burger. It seemed like everybody in town had that crap.
There you go. Much better.
What happened?
You don't have to see the double chin. You can just see from,
Oh. Why do you think I got this?
I gotcha.
I lost all that.
Okay, Michelle, let's see. Are you back?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yay!
Now let me mute her. I'm just kidding.
Did you see Billy Joe's comment? What'd you just do?
Who?
no,
Scott,
Hold
I
on.
use a CBA as what I use. I think they're good company.
yeah,
Lots and Optima. Check that out. And I think Traditions makes a good one, but
Can you hear
like
me?
I said, all my experience. Yeah, we can hear you. All my experience has been with CBA, and I have no issue, no issues whatsoever with any malfunctioning or. I love mine.
my original one was a Hawkins 50 cal.
Mm-hmm.
That's percussion cap, and then the new one I went to the CVA, and I've been using it ever since. I started off with percussion cap, and I bought a breech kit to change it over to the primers.
Yeah.
I've not had any problems at all.
This is really weird.
Why?
What's that?
Well, I plugged my webcam back in, but it's using the mic, but not the actual camera.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be happy with
You
that.
just got to set it up.
Well,
in
just
there.
be thankful you got a mic so we can hear you.
Yes, Scott.
This is-
CDA. Exactly.
This is what we used in our live stream today. This camera, and it was pretty good.
Cool beans.
And
Yeah,
it was,
it's a good camera. We've used a couple of times for lives, and it's pretty awesome camera. And you got a microphone built in.
and it might have
I need
only
that
been-
for my system because I don't have two TVs with no camera, so I'm using my tablet.
Right.
Well, this might have been around $70, maybe. This
We
camera.
talked about getting microphones instead of getting the headset, the microphones too, but we may
Mhm.
eventually. But for in the house here, it's fine.
Not that I need a webcam because I got no video on my channel. So
Well, yeah, but it'll. I mean, you look fine the way it is. It'll just make it a little clearer. Let me see how much this thing was. I don't even remember.
Yeah, when I get better at this the smoker stuff, I'm gonna be doing some videos, and yeah, I like it so far.
The jerky, that's the best jerky I've ever tasted. In fact, I told him it was $72. I told him we need to like marinate some ribs or something in that and just cook the ribs for dinner one night because it was that good.
I'm not picking my nose. I'm turning my ring in my nose.
I
'Cause
was gonna ask.
it's got a little hook on it and it was catching inside.
are they digging for gold up there?
Yeah, no. No. I'm
Or-
making big.
Careful, you don't want to lose that last brain cell.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I put a tighter one in. And it's 18 gauge, but it's still healing, so I wonder.
I get you.
I was gonna go put my Kiss shirt on and I forgot. Just pretend like I'm wearing it.
Great shirt there, Michelle. I like
Thank
it.
you.
You're quite welcome. I'm pretending it's. I'm
Thank
pretending.
you.
Does Rob know about your hairdo coming up?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't want to get you in any
Yeah,
trouble.
that-
Hey, it's her
no.
hair. She does what she wants, but I can tell you she won't like it.
Well, no. I'm only gonna do a half a head, not a full head. I've been watching videos on that, and I'm only gonna I'm gonna leave all of like this and then some of this, and I think I'm gonna just start doing the rest of it, and I'll like that. But his worry is, and mine is also, it's gonna be very heavy. And I have two neck fusions in my back and all the stuff that I go through. We're just worried about extra amounts of pain. And if
That's gonna be heavy. That's gonna hurt.
well, if that's the case, I'll just take them out because I'm
Well,
gonna
I'm thinking about the fibromyalgia too, because it's going to have certain things that touch her skin, bothers her.
Yeah.
And I get a funny feeling that's going to be just a weird texture.
Billy Joe, I'm wanting dreadlocks. That's what we're talking about. But I've wanted these since I've been in my early 20s, and I'm in my 50s now. And it's like, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it now just to try it. Because I don't ever want to live thinking,
In regret.
I wish I would have,
Yeah.
you know. So, and then I'll just let this grow out a little bit so it's more, and I'll grow my bangs out some so it's more flowy, so it looks more. And I'm only going to do the extensions that you braid your own hair into them, so they'll be easily taken out.
Cool. Hey, Larry.
Hi,
Hey, Papa Rock.
how are you doing?
Hi,
Hey,
Red.
Red.
Hi.
Hi, I just got done shooting our premiere.
Cool.
Oh, good.
Cool.
Yeah, then I was like,
Shooting it or editing it or shooting it.
shooting it.
So now you got to edit it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now it's bang
And-
bang time.
And one part of it, it's like 20 minutes long.
Wow.
What is it?
It's instead of having a live this coming Saturday, like I've been having my lives,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a premiere that day.
Oh,
Where did
wheelchair
Billy Joe
premiere.
go?
Huh?
Billy Joe's quiet. I'm like, where did he go?
That'll be nice too. I'm
Sneaking
sorry, I
around.
fell asleep during your live, Red.
That's all right.
I know. After 9 o'clock, I'm pretty much a zombie,
Too many Pop Tarts.
right? That's why we did our live today at 1. Did you see our live, Papa Rock?
Not yet. I've got it on my bookmark.
I'm surprised
yeah.
Shane is in a coma right now from all the sugar.
Well, we really didn't eat all of that, but it was not bad.
Well, it wasn't that bad.
No, Buddy is on to something because it was actually pretty good.
But see, I like the old-fashioned jelly beans. Not the new. Not the new. The old-fashioned is.
I'll tell you, I'm willing
There
to
you
bet
go.
you. I'm willing to bet you that you didn't have any more sugar in that bowl this morning than what's in a bowl of Captain Crunch.
Oh my God, that's my weakness.
I'm
Well,
telling you.
I don't know. There was maple syrup, all that.
We
I've
had
got
maple
Captain
syrup.
Crunch.
We had
I've got
sugar. We
Captain
had
Crunch
brown
right on top
sugar.
of my refrigerator. Oh no, I don't. Oh no, maybe I do. I might have Captain Crunch still up there.
See, I lived off of peanut butter, Captain Crunch, and strawberries Boone Farm for like the first year of being on my own.
Right.
I did not pour the wine or the cooler into the cereal, of course.
Did pour the wine in the cereal.
No. But,
Then she shook it up and up. Woo-hoo.
I tell you what, believe it or not, I lost a lot of pounds just eating Captain Crunch and drinking Strawberry Boone's Farm. I think I was starving myself to death.
No comment. No.
Gary said something.
That's true.
Steve.
Yeah, I don't post on Facebook when I go live. I don't post it on Facebook at all. You'll only get the notice on the YouTube if you got
Hey.
that bell notification.
Hey,
thing.
Billy Joe.
Hi, Billy Joe.
Any other
Billy
cell
Joe.
phone service in your area that you can just get unlimited plan? See what they have to offer and just buy one phone or one whatever it is, and only strictly use that one for YouTube.
AT&T, I think, is out that
No.
way.
I know you have.
Well,
one
here,
thing,
echo real quick, and I'm gonna turn, but only be for a second,
Okay.
or maybe not. Buffer. There we go.
because I know once you're hooked into Verizon, they pretty much hook you in. Even buying a track phone kind of thing that has an internet plan, I don't even know if that's an existent thing.
I knew AT&T was out that way because that's what the only cell service that my mom could use where she lived.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have not Suddenlink, but CenturyLink here.
Yeah.
AT&T sucks.
Yeah. Well, it does for me. It all depends on what area.
Well, no, they got another phone on my account. We don't even know who it belongs to.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, I'm paying for 4 phones, and I've only got 3.
oh,
Yeah,
Are they not going to take it off?
no, huh? No,
oh.
that's all right. I'm getting took off. Oh, yeah.
I would. But I know,
That's
like
ridiculous.
my daughter has AT&T here, and they have true unlimited. I mean, they run hotspots, and they're happy with theirs.
Oh, Michelle, this week I'm gonna be sending out through FedEx to a certain person a package.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah, that'll be nice. That's
I know what
exciting.
you're talking about. For
Yeah.
I
that
can't wait. I can't wait.
That's
little
exciting.
fella.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I know
That's
exactly.
that's
what
gonna
you're
make my whole year right there. That's my whole year right there.
That's
I love doing it.
doing
I
for
love it.
others just makes you feel good,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
Yeah, when we were able to buy the guests for the next door neighbors up over across from us. She's an older woman in her 70s. She's a widow. None of her family lives in this state, and we try to take care of her as much as we possibly can.
You
And
give her
this
rides
year,
on your chair.
huh?
You give her rides on your chair.
No, she can walk.
I'll be back.
Although when I was in
Okay.
my mom and dad's house, my dad is having problems, right? Walking. And I told him, I said, Daddy, sit on my lap. I said, I used to sit on yours when I was little. And he just smiled at me. He's like, no, I'll do my best to walk. I went, but Daddy, I can bring you outside. And he's like, no. And he's got dementia. And I found out when I act like a little girl around him, it just kind of like lifts him up because I was always Daddy's little girl. So when I act like a little girl around him, it just,
Makes
I think
your
it
day.
brings him back to that time. Yeah.
Well, how's everybody after the storms?
We didn't get
Pretty good.
nothing.
That tornado that tore up everything was about 20 miles from us.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
We went out on the porch, to look at the sky, and it was ferocious.
Wow.
I mean, the wind would just about blow you off the porch.
Wow.
I almost pulled the red, went off backwards.
Mm.
What?
Yeah,
Did you say you almost went backwards?
yeah.
I need to let the UPS man and the postman know about that.
Now the UPS woman and FedEx woman.
Whatever.
Now I'm not that way.
We had some wind here, but nothing drastic, nothing real serious.
My loofah's still hanging.
The Amazon.
You and your loofah. Oh my God. I still laugh about
Still
that.
hanging. It was blowing in the wind, but it was hanging.
Oh Lordy, my brain just went south.
Wind on it.
When isn't it South Red?
I'm trying to keep it out of the gutter, but it don't always quite work.
No, it never does it, Red?
No. Oh well.
Hey, Michelle, do you
Yeah.
get in touch with that child's dad?
No.
He came
No.
into my live last night.
Did he? I thought it was
Yeah.
him, but I wasn't for sure because
Yeah,
I
that
was
him.
I was on your live, but I wasn't on screen. I was on the chat.
Yeah.
But
He
I
should have
got
came up on the screen.
I got to figure out a time
Hi,
where
Mary.
to where he can get on with the child.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think that the child should open up the package on YouTube.
Is there
I
a
hope
way
he
that we can do this and all of us be wearing a Santa's hat?
I'm
And
gonna
we
have
can
a
all
Santa's
put
hat
our
on
names
and a red
as-
T-shirt,
Oh, we can all put our names as Santa's helpers.
and see, I can say all this behind me is part of my workshop.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we
Well
can have a
said.
hat
There you
like
go,
we're all
Rob.
here
There you
now.
Well, you
Yeah.
know what? Why don't we leave a comment on his channel that if you happen to get a package from Santa, can you open it up, video it while opening
Yeah,
it? Or,
at least video it. Yeah.
yeah, something.
I would love for this to be on a live.
Oh, I would.
Somebody's live, and then, like I said, put all our names as Santa's elves.
There you go.
The little one ain't gonna know any difference,
No.
and it might,
He's only 5 years old. I mean,
yeah.
if I can brighten that child's day up, that's me. That's me.
Let's do this. Let's plan this.
I'm looking to see if he has an email.
I
I have his email
goes
somewhere.
by his real name or not.
We can email him.
I've actually got his email, but I don't know on which email account.
Yeah, I seen that first name on your chat last night, and I figured that was him.
It's Kevin Hayes. He's actually started following me on Instagram, and then he started following me on YouTube. Kevin Hayes.
No, that ain't who I got.
No, the guy that you're talking about, his name's Danny.
I got Grayson
Oh,
What's
that's
his
the little
son's
boy's
name?
name.
Shelton.
I don't know, but the guy that was on my live last night, it was Shaky, Daz, Brenda, me, of course, and Kevin Hayes.
Down
Okay.
under.
This one.
Oh, and
he lives
Darren,
in,
yeah, Darren and Terry.
He lives in
Oh.
Stoneville, North Carolina.
Yeah, that guy's name's
Is that
Dan.
where he lives?
Yeah, that's
I
what
don't
it
know
says
what
here
is.
on the return address.
Does he have a shop?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, what?
Does he have a shop?
I have no idea, Michelle. I don't know. I
Hey,
mean,
Billy
I
Joe, I'm
got
gonna send you
the
something
list.
on Facebook through Messenger.
Yeah, I got the list, through the mail, and it's got a Grayson Shelton, 621. I don't know if that's Combs Road, Stoneville, North Carolina.
All right, Grayson must be the little boy. I think Danny's his father.
Let's see.
Hold on a minute.
That's what it is.
Grayson's the father.
Grayson's a dad?
Wait a minute. No,
No, the dad's
Grayson's
name is-
Grayson's the son.
Yeah, Danny's the father.
Okay. I can get everything but one thing, and that's what makes me so mad.
Oh, hold on.
We've been to every store around here and can't find it.
What was it?
Turbo Man action figure. They're sold out everywhere,
Wow.
but they'll come back in and I'll secretly send it to him.
There you go, Shaky.
That
Uh-oh.
looks really good.
What is that? Oh, jerky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Look at
looks nice.
Oh, I thought that was a dog bone, Rob.
that.
It is for a poor Rob dog.
Poor Rob.
Look at my dog. Hey, well, what about me? What about me?
Ah, look here. You're going to treat
gotta
that
give
dog
that-
that way.
Gotta give that puppy some of that. That's just mean.
Actually, some of the more fatty stuff we cooked up for the dog.
Oh,
Now, is that the deer that you just got?
Yes, this is
Okay.
the second one I got.
Okay. The one that was on the RV or on the four-wheeler.
Yep.
The
Yep.
one Michelle had to do all the work to get it off.
my sister butchered her first rooster today. I mean,
Oh, mercy.
she's taken care. She's done deer and all that. She had never done a chicken before.
My grandma, when she would butcher chickens, she would take and hold their head, hold it down on a stump, take a hatchet and cut it off and let the chicken run.
That's all
Yeah,
we ever
Blood
did.
flying everywhere, And we as kids, we thought she was the cruelest thing in the world, But
But
that's why they bleed out.
We did that with our geese. We did. We had four big white geese. Well, they turned mean. They went after we did ours too.
Ah,
They ran for 20 minutes. Well, babe.
yeah, the rooster that we had to cull the other day, he didn't want to die. He honestly did. I mean, he was fighting us. I mean, even
Yeah.
after we, done what we were supposed to do, he was still fighting it.
But you did
Finally
everything
had
but
to come in and get my pistol, and because it was horrible.
you
It
did
was absolutely
everything but
horrible. I don't ever want to see an animal go through that type of pain again.
you
That
did
was
everything but
horrible.
one thing, Red. You didn't give him his last ride.
I apologized to him before we did it. Well, I did.
I'm sorry, little buddy. If this is gonna hurt you worse than me.
Yeah, whoop, pow.
No, I went, I am so sorry. I said, I hate that we have to do this to you, but you're being an asshole.
What's that? Okay, yeah.
That's what you should have gave him, Red.
What is
Yeah,
that?
Gary Ryan's a real good friend of mine. The one that has the Western New York Bigfoot. So yeah, he's a good guy. I like Ryan a lot.
This thing's hot. There we go.
But I felt bad. I mean, the first one that we ever had to cull, Glenn and April taught us how to do it. And I couldn't watch it. I just kept turning my head. I could not watch it. And it was then I decided I'm not getting close to these chickens. No, this is Tom.
We always use a stump. We had a stump out there. We whack his head off and
Watch him
do
bleed
our
out.
thing.
Yep.
What was so
We-
bad
we-
is we turned around and the rest of the chickens, because we got these real long tree poles in the run, they were all up on those poles watching us.
Watching. What you doing over there?
Yeah.
Is it my turn next?
Yeah. Don't make her mad. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yes.
You get you good.
I was like, that's horrible.
We rented a house from this guy before we moved back to Kentucky. And he raised cattle, his cows and all kinds of stuff. He had a bull that was so big. He has a backhoe and the back bucket was raised all the way up and the head was still on the ground.
Wow.
Oh, yes, this is the biggest bull I've ever seen in my life. And he took a chainsaw and cut it right off. The bull was still alive.
Stay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he'd feed them over his cattle. He'd feed over the fence and they'd bend their necks over the fence to eat. He'd take a chainsaw and just whack them in two.
Hey, Papa Rock.
Yes, sir.
I
Oh, yes, ma'am.
I was gonna say, wait. Hey, I just left a comment on the last YouTube video they posted, and it says, "Message from Santa. If you happen to get a package in the mail from Santa, can you please film your son opening it?"
There you go. There you go. Thank you, Michelle.
You're welcome.
I would say FedEx to get it there quick or UPS.
I will never ever use FedEx,
2 or 3
Never.
days.
I was
Why,
like, you
that's
had
your
to go
favorite. That
through.
gets you
and that ain't the
exercise.
first time.
That gives you exercise.
I will deal with UPS before I'll ever deal with FedEx.
Well, I used to run you down to the mailbox
Hey,
and use
Shaky.
a little baby to get the stuff.
This is that smoke tube.
Oh yeah, okay.
Damn, that'll hold a lot of stuff.
Well, you know the package that went missing, my heat mat that I got for my vegetables from when I started them in the house? You know,
Yeah.
That one day, it was delivered. And I talked to UPS guy and I went, that package, I said, are you the one that delivered that yesterday? He goes, yes, ma'am. I said, you do realize there was nothing in the envelope. He stopped and looked at me. He goes, thought it felt very light. The next day, because I tried to call UPS, I tried to call Amazon. I just said, screw it, and I called the company. The very next day, they had overnighted Me another one.
Gary, to answer your comment, I have no clue. I don't follow Daniel, and I haven't in several years now. If it's back in the day, you might be thinking of the person I'm talking about, Ryan Reading. He's the one that had the Western New York Bigfoot. That sounds familiar, but I'm not positive.
Daniel Bonet
Benoit.
and Ma. There was a wrestler.
Killed himself, killed his family.
Yeah,
Chris Benoit.
yeah.
Or Benoit or whatever it is. It's Benoit, Chris Benoit.
What you want, boys?
I remember when that happened.
I'm gonna jump off here. I got stuff I gotta get ready before tonight before I go back to church. So
Okay, Dad. Thank you for coming on, Dad.
Oh,
I
Good
love
to see you, Larry.
my pleasure always be on.
See you, Papa
Always.
Rock.
Love you, Papa Rock.
I love all
Bye.
of y'all. Y'all have a good day now.
You too.
You too.
All
Bye.
right. Bye
Bye,
bye.
Dad.
Bye.
Hey, Shake.
Yeah.
Tell Jackie I still love her.
I'll let her know. She's
Love
back
you
in the
too,
back.
Daz. Love you too, Michelle.
Love you too.
Love you too,
Love
Red.
you too.
Poor Rob. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
He loves you too. He's just not going to say it. Poor Rob.
Poor Rob.
Michelle. Poor Michelle.
That's his love. Poor Rob. Love you.
Poor
That's
Rob. No,
awesome.
Rob, I just noticed your name, Michelle.
Not Rob.
This is
I just
dangerous.
wanted to know what her expression on her face with you standing in that doorway this morning with absolutely nothing on.
That was hysterical.
That was funny. I'm ready for live. She's, oh my God, she's not going to film you.
I was just getting I was getting ready to just flip around and take this picture because I was talking to you guys and I was just gonna snap it and send it. And I'm like,
You-
oh,
That's a good thing.
Michelle, you should have done it and edited it and put a little tiny black bar and put it to the thumbnail.
Oh,
Right,
Lord mercy.
I should have.
Bleep,
There
bleep.
wouldn't have been time to edit it because I was just gonna snap it and send it. Hit that little arrow at the bottom and just put
Oh,
it right
my
in the group.
Lord.
Oh,
Yo.
God.
Still here.
Mhm.
That'd be hilarious.
Then I was laughing so hard I almost peed my pants. Jeez, it was the whole thing.
That's hilarious.
Sorry about that. I had to message my cousin to tell her to finish the information on the birth site so I can do birth certificate tomorrow.
Well, that was a short goodbye.
I love you, Rob.
I texted.
I'll catch
He
y'all
heard
later.
ya.
Love you too.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, Papa Rock. Wait a minute.
That's awesome.
You gotta add that mwah at the end of it.
Yeah.
There you
Wow.
go.
Well, now that Shaky's channel is going to be shut down due to protest.
I'll see y'all later.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
God.
nice, it
You
was
know,
nice having
shooting
y'all.
that premiere, I'm gonna leave the bloopers in there. Now,
You
I'm
might
sitting
well.
there, and I looked over at my hand, and there was a stink bug crawling up my little finger.
You leave them all in there because it's fun. It makes it fun.
Because I'm like, it's a stink bug, you know?
You ever watch that show? That show, 1,000-Pound Sisters.
Yes.
Okay. No,
They were doing videos before they were
Yeah.
famous on TV or whatever. And
That's
the
like
one video, the girl has a cockroach walking behind her, and now it's come back to haunt her now, and they're having a big thing about it. People tease. Oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
See,
It's
I
bad.
can't watch someone purposely try to destroy themselves like that.
Well, the one girl, the one that just had the baby, she's lost a lot of weight and did it right. The brother's trying, but that other girl, Tammy, it's like she's got a death
No.
wish.
Amy did it. And she had a baby and everything. And,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
now,
but when you purposely try to destroy yourself to get attention,
that's what she's
sad.
doing. It's
That's
hers
sad.
is attention.
The one girl's going to be dead within the next 2 years. I mean, she's had COVID. She's been in the hospital. She just got out of the hospital out of another thing. She's had to do oxygen.
And every season, she's getting worse and worse. You know.
Well, they,
I mean,
you know, the sisters a couple of years ago played a prank and told everybody she had died. When
no,
were
they
filming
did a
YouTube.
they did a GoFundMe.
What?
The one did a GoFundMe and said her sister was going to die and collected all that money for the GoFundMe, and her sister lived.
Yeah. That
Did
was
she
like,
return the money? That's theft.
probably not.
Oh yeah.
That was there's
No,
theft.
it's not because it's a donation, but whether
No,
matter how
that
you
is
look at
a
it,
lie by
it's-
omission.
you would think it's fraud. But
It's fraud, and it's also a lie
But,
by omission. That is
as far as I know,
wrong.
I don't know what happened to the money. I didn't follow that close. But yeah,
Maybe went to the hospital bills.
yeah, I don't know.
I doubt it.
I'm just saying maybe. I didn't say it did.
But she was like, Tammy was offline for so long, and Amy's like, oh, I thought she said she died. And started that. Is he frozen? No.
No, we were talking about Danny. I think Danny's live right now.
Really?
I just happened to get a notification. I don't know if he's live or if he just did a video. I don't know.
Oh, hold on, I'll look. They just did a video. It's a video notification.
Yeah, okay.
When my nieces were growing up, all of my nieces, including my son, I enjoyed doing this. I always was Secret Santa. When they went to bed that night, their parents would slip presents beside their bed.
Aw.
So when they woke up in the morning, it was a special present from Santa.
Aw.
But I did that for years. And when my nieces got older, they were like, we eventually figured out who Santa was. They said, I got tickled in it. If we say that we believe in Santa again, will you start doing that again? I'm like, no. No. Your 30s and your 20s. No. Now, my niece Leanne set up a trap. Ran string around her room to try to trap Santa for when he left her the gift. That's the baby that had the brain tumor. That's her mom.
Did you catch him?
And she never caught him, and it always frustrated her.
He's slippery. He's a slippery little booger.
Yeah, but just thinking back about that, it just makes me happy. Those are good times. Made me happy.
I got letters from my my nieces when I was in the military. They were just learning how to write, so they sent me a letter. Of course, they had to do they had to write a letter to somebody or started to write letters and put sentences together and stuff. So they sent me a letter, and one of them said something about, of course, going to the Army and whatever else. One of them wanted to know what my tent number was. They'd seen, of course, they grew up watching MASH 4077.
Yeah.
They want to know what tent number I was. I guess they write me. So
Aw.
I got those for years. I still have them somewhere around the house.
Yeah.
The two oldest nieces.
Wow, that is awesome. God, speaking of MASH, I love that show.
Oh, I did too.
Hawkeye, Pierce.
Yep.
Was my favorite. Him and Klinger. They were hysterical.
Oh, Radar.
Radar was a smart little cookie.
Oh, yeah.
But I love the sarcasm and the smart
Oh, yeah.
gut of Klinger and Pierce. And I don't like how they ended his character. That's just...
No.
Who, Radars?
No. Hawkeyes.
Okay.
Oh. We mean.
You didn't see the very last episode?
Yeah, but they all went home at the end. It was.
He was put in a psych ward.
Yeah. Well, then there was Aftermath, so I just assumed he was fine.
No, he was put in a psych ward because they were on the bus. I can't remember where they were going to or coming from. But a baby was crying, and he was trying to tell the mama, hush the baby up to quit it crying. Well, hitting his brain so he didn't have to face the trauma, turned the baby into a chicken.
Yeah, because the mama killed the baby. That was actually a true thing during the Korean War.
I know
That really happened. But yeah, that's in his mind to erase it being a human. He saw it as an animal.
Yeah, and he ended up in a
I
psych ward.
remember that was good. That was good. That was a good show.
And then he didn't get to say goodbye to Beach, before he left.
Right, BJ left first, and then no, Trapper left first. BJ was the second one.
The last one, yeah.
BJ bugged out before he could. That's right. Before he did get to say goodbye to him. I remember that now.
And this scene where their captain, Henry, passed away.
Yeah, he died in the plane crash, right?
All that was. I mean, they didn't realize what was going to be in the letter. That's why it hit them as hard as it did when Radar started reading it. That was true emotion coming out there.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, I love the show.
I'm reading Gary's comments real quick. Can I explain the Holy Ghost thing? Oh boy. And
one mom delivered and one mom transferred.
Some religions believe in the Trinity, which is the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. Some people believe they're one entity, and some people believe that they're three separate beings. To each their own. I was raised to believe God is God, Jesus is the Son of God, and the Holy Ghost was the action of God. What God is doing in action, that's the Holy Spirit. So that's my take on the Holy Ghost. I'm thinking it's one of the Ames teams ran into.
Michelle changed her name again. Poor Michelle.
I said that like 15 minutes ago.
Answer me. I said it.
But
sorry.
I added Lufa back.
I'm working right now. So I only have to do one birth certificate tomorrow.
Oh.
Or don't mess it up.
I'm trust me. I triple read before I send it.
I would hate to fill out the names because
She's gonna name it Poor Michelle or Poor Rob.
People spell names different anymore.
You need to come to our. You need to see a picture. I'll take a picture of the birth cottage or a video, and you can see on every wall, up on the ceiling, and over every door frame is a garland of the year the babies were born that year and their names from January all the way to December of every baby that was born there since '95.
That is cool.
I got a question. I mean, some parents name their children some very unusual names. Mm-hmm. How do you know how to spell it correctly?
They have a cheat. We give them a cheat sheet, and then they put the name of the baby up in the thing. So it's like a birth certificate breakdown. So it's got like your name, the baby's name, date of birth, mom's name, her first and middle, then her maiden name. Is she married or not married? And if she's married, it's got a spot for the married name, place where they were born, father's information. Are they white, black, Hispanic, Asian, so forth and so on. And then what's their education, their email, the mom's email. And then are you requesting a social security number? So all of that's written down, like first appointment, last appointment, first day of your last menstrual, the height, the weight of the mom. And then you put the baby's weight in there. Did they receive WIC or no WIC? Did they smoke or drink through their pregnancy? Did they have the COVID virus? Were they GBS positive? So all of that is all put in there. And then I have to go for like 20 minutes and then click, send, and then I'm done.
Wow.
So yeah. So I have to go in and get like all the baby's information, the baby's weight and all that kind of stuff, date of birth, the name. And then a lot of times they have the name already picked out, and if they don't, they have 5 days from the day the baby was born in order to get the name before I can send the birth certificate. If I don't have a name, and I call them and say, you guys don't have a name, I have to send the birth certificate. It's going to cost you $20 to get it amended. So,
Some
Yeah.
spooky happened to me. I was in my bed, was holding Travis, and they brought another girl in. She had also had a little boy, and right before I ever gave, after I gave birth to Travis, about 2 years later, I found out that Travis's father supposedly had another child. Well, the lady that was in the bed beside mine named her son William Douglas. Guess what was Travis's father's name?
William Douglas.
Yeah, to this day, I wonder if.
Just wonder.
Yeah, was that Tucky's other child? You know?
Yeah.
Kind of leaves that lingering question.
Hey guys, I've been on for an hour. I'm really dizzy. I'm gonna lay down for a little while. I just
All
I
right.
don't know if it's gonna hit my head yesterday or what it's from, but I'm just, or if it's something Jackie gave me, some candy she got. I don't know.
Like we held him down.
Bad mushrooms.
He claimed he's a
But
big
anyway,
boy.
I gotta go lay down for a while. I apologize.
All right.
That's
I'm getting ready for
okay.
tomorrow
All right.
anyhow.
I need to
You
go
might have
on.
mouse concussion, so just keep an eye on yourself.
I need to go and edit this video because I got to put it out tonight. So,
All right. Bye, everybody.
You guys have a
Okay.
wonderful Sunday. I love you all.
See ya.
Bye.
Love you too.
Bye.
Take care. Bye,
Talk to y'all
guys.
later. Y'all have a wonderful